And she was very insistent on getting it done this summer. We got to do it
Excited to
this
hear
summer.
about this.
You got to do it this summer. We have to get it done. I was thinking, like, why is it so important for her to get it done now? And then it hit me. She wants to get these pictures done before I get fat again. That's what it is.
Could be.
It's probably what it is.
You are at your best right now.
So, yeah, she's like thinking, hey, with his history, all he does is he loses weight and he gains weight and loses weight. And
I think this time it's different.
I do too, but I'm sure I've said that in the past. I'm sure I've said that.
Fair enough.
And then it happens again. So we got these pictures. We don't have a ton of family pictures. So she wants to do this beach photo shoot. First, there's a little path because the way that it works is a bay, then there's the island, then you have the ocean. So there's a little path between the bay and the ocean on this little wooden thing. And it goes into like some, just like plants and dunes and stuff. And there's a sunset behind it. So the photographer says, let's just do here before we go to the ocean. So we go into this little cove. When I tell you there was like every mosquito on Long Island was having a meeting in this place. So the second we get there, so I look down at my leg and this is no exaggeration. There were 7 mosquitoes on my leg at the same time. 4 on one, 3 on the other. So then I say, I can't do this. And for whatever reason, mosquitoes always come to me. Like if there's 2 of us, I'm getting eaten by the mosquitoes. So they're getting everybody, but they're attacking me. So like I told the photographer, I'm like, I can't do this location. I can't do this. I was like, if they want to sit here and get eaten alive, fine, I'm done. So I take off, I grab our stuff, and I take off, and I go over to the ocean where I know the mosquitoes are not going to be. So they do a bunch of pictures with Gina and the 2 girls. Gina comes back. She had like a long dress on, but it was like an open back. She comes back with like welts on her back from these mosquitoes. So that's where we get started. Then we go over to the beach, and there's a guy who is completely waffled, totally wasted.
Drunk or high, would you say?
Just something. Could have been both.
Okay.
Could have been both. But he's wearing jeans on the beach that he has rolled up because he has gone into the water. Now, he's there with his wife and kids, too, and he is just shot. So he's got his shirt off. He's covered in tattoos. He's got a big gut, and he's, like, stumbling around. And we're trying to, like, avoid him in the pictures. And then I look at his tattoo. He's got a tattoo above his belly button that reads, respected by all. So she's got us sitting on the sand, and then, Sabrina's running into the dunes. I'm like, there's ticks in there. Get out of here. Summer has no idea what the hell's going on. She's like, we're trying to capture these pictures. And then the final, I guess, the crudité of the pictures, the thing that we do is like we all like hold hands and walk to the water, but we're not supposed to look at the camera.
Okay.
So now I'm sitting there acting with all these people around me that are at this beach that just, they're like I honestly thought we were going to get attacked.
You were the show. Yeah,
basically. And it's so embarrassing. Because she's like, oh, smile, look over here, look over there. So I'm just like, ha, 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 looking down at the kids. Meanwhile, I'm like, this sucks! I hate this! Get me home! Oh, my God, this blows! Ah! But meanwhile, I'm like, look at that. Oh, there's a little girl. A little girl going into the water. Oh, hi. Oh, I love you so much, Gina. I'm so happy that you've dragged me here to do this miserable thing. Oh, it's the worst. So, finally, the photographer goes, you did it. You're done. And Gina goes, I actually was thinking us jumping the waves would be cute.
Oh, boy. Did you bring bathing suits?
No. So, just on the shore, So the photographer goes, but okay. So I go, I'm not a part of this.
I'm out.
See, I grew up here on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when you're in nice clothes, you don't get anywhere near the water. This is what I know. I put on the nice clothes. We've got a 40-minute drive home.
Oh, my God.
All right? So the way my brain works is like, I'm not going to drive home wet and sandy 40 minutes at night and then also get these girls back and then have to give them a bath at 9 o'clock at night because they're covered in sand. But Gina goes, I think this would be cute. So not only has she tacked on more time to this miserable experience, but now she has chosen to bring herself and the girls into the water.
They did go in.
Well, they were standing like where the waves were coming up. But then, of course, as they're doing their, don't look at the camera. Oh, it's so candid. We're just here dressed up, having the greatest night of our lives. So the waves come up. And then she's got the long dress on. She's wet. The girls now are wet. And they're covered, of course, as they walk back. Now covered as the sand is sticking to their feet. Ugh. Gina's dress is soaked with sand everywhere. So then Summer comes over. Summer's coming over me. She's 2 years old. Coming over to me, covered in sand and wet. And Gina goes, here, pick her up and bring her back to the car. What? Well, I picked her up and kept her as far away from my body as I could. So now now with all these other people and drunk, respected by all guy is now laughing his ass off as I'm bringing my daughter back to the car, holding her away as if she were on fire. Because I'm like, I'm not getting wet. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. In the parking lot, and then Sabrina's walking with no shoes on. I'm like, Sabrina, put your shoes on. You're in this disgusting beach parking lot. You're going to get hepatitis. She said, Daddy, what's hepatitis? So then you don't want to find out.